So I'm just gonna play, watching my eyes go away, Dr. Play, watching my eyes go away, Dr. Play, watching my eyes go away.
Welcome back, YouTube family. Well, guys, we are back yet with another one. Today, I'm coming to you guys with a fruit that sometimes, well, I guess it would come hard to find sometimes out here in the South. We used to have wild persimmon trees growing around where I was at, but now it's hard to find. I haven't had this fruit in years, and I mean, when I say years, I mean years. And the fruit that I'm talking about is persimmons. They're a pretty tasty fruit, especially when they are ripe, because the closer they get to ripening, they are really sweet, tend to have like a honey-like taste with undertones of cinnamon, but they are really delicious. The texture on the inside tends to be like an apricot, somewhat like a peach or whatever, and the skin itself, the skin itself tend to be a little bit harder than an apple. But that's what we're doing today, and I'm getting right to the point for this one. So we will be using 3 pounds of persimmons. I found these persimmons at Sam's Club, and they was a pretty decent price. I think it was like $3-4 a bag or whatever. So if you're looking for them, you can go to your local Sam's Club. They do have them available since it's the fall, and this tends to be a fall fruit. We are using 2 pounds of sugar, or 4 cups of sugar. We're using 1 bag of black tea. We're using a 1/4 wedge of a lemon, so the lemon juice from a 1/4 of a wedge of the lemon. And we will be using the yeast of RC212, and that's 1/4 teaspoon. And we also will be using 1 gallon of water. And as usual, we always have our brewing equipment, hydrometer, pitcher, spoon. For this one, we're gonna use a fermenting bucket, and this is your airlock. So not too much more to say, guys. Like I said, I continue to try to make the videos quicker if there's not too much stuff I need to go over. So let's just go ahead and get into this process. All right, so I went ahead and cut it, and as you can see, guys, I cut this up into little well, as you can see, wedges or whatever. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this and dump it into our pot. Might be going just a little bit slow because I had a accident at work, but we're not gonna get into all of that right now. So we're gonna go ahead and put all of our cut, sliced up persimmons in our pot. We're gonna add just enough water so we could bring this up to a boil and cover our persimmons. And the rest of the water we're going to be using for top up, to top it off to the full gallon. So I am going to go ahead and turn the heat on like I normally do. We're going to put this at high, and we're going to just let this come up to a boil. And we're only letting it come up to a boil so we can kill any bacteria or wild yeast that potentially may be on this. So we're going to do that, and I'll be right back when it comes up to the boil. Okay, so now it has come up to a boil, so we are going to go ahead and cut this off, turn it completely off, and to this we will be adding our 2 pounds of sugar. And we're gonna go ahead and get our mixing spoon so we can stir this up pretty good to get all this sugar dissolved. And we'll wind up adding our tea bag. We'll set that tea bag on the side. Set the tea bag on the side. Okay, that should be good enough, guys. So we go set our spoon to the side, grab this tea bag, the 1 tea bag, and go ahead and set that up in there. And we want this to steep for 10 minutes. And we'll be back with the next step. All right. We are learning today. So we are going to go ahead and remove this tea bag out here. Since it then steeped for the 10 minutes that we allowed it for, we're now going to also take our 1/2 ounce of lemon juice and pour up in there. And guys, when you cut a wedge of lemon, I didn't explain this maybe up in a few videos. Depending on the size of the lemon, you get roughly about 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, maybe a little bit more or whatever. But that's kind of equal to a wedge of lemon. So for future references, if you're going ahead and use the lemon juice, or regular lemon juice, or the ones that come in a bottle, you can use a 1/2 ounce. And as you see right here, while I was allowing this to do what it do with the steeping and everything, I went ahead and zested some lemons. Now the reason why I did this, because I wound up buying a bag of lemons, which I guess was probably about 3 pounds. And look at all this wonderful lemon zest. So many applications you can use this for. You can make limoncello, you can use it for baking, you can use it to make an extract out of or whatever. And you can also use this to make other brews, since your lemon zest contains the oils from the lemon or whatever. But keep in mind, when you're brewing, guys, sometimes the stuff you use have other uses, so you might want to be aware of that. But that's just a little side note for what I was doing behind the camera. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get a pot lid, well, the top for this, and we want this to come down to room temperature. And also, by the water being hot, as you can see, I hope you guys can see, I don't want this to get really foggy. our fruit is kind of transparent and starting to get transparent, but that's what I want, because we want to seep as much of this flavor as possible into our wine, into this mixture of juice or tea, whatever you want to say, as possible. So I got this started early. No telling how long it's going to take to cool down, but we're looking for about 7-8 hours or whatever. And like I said, this one was started early, so I probably will be able to get back to it tonight. And it doesn't matter, because as always, the magic of YouTube and editing and all that other good stuff, even if I let this sit overnight, I'll be right back. But anyways, guys, on to the next step. Okay guys, so we are back, and as you can see how transparent our fruits are. See if I can kind of give you a close-up without dipping in there. But our fruits have set overnight, and honestly they set longer than the 7-8 hour period that I said I was gonna let it cool off. So this really had enough time to go ahead and get that nice fruit flavor, and it smells pretty good. It has its own unique scent to it, but anybody who knows how persimmons smell or whatever like that, if you smell this, yeah, you get that strong, straight persimmon smell. Now guys, I got two things for you. We can do this two ways, but I'm gonna do it the way I always do it, because I'm gonna strain these fruits. But you can also take the fruits and put up in your bucket, or you can put them up in a filter bag or a straining bag and put up in the bucket. But that's one route you can go to ferment this. But I just want to ferment the juice because I don't want to deal with a lot of pulp and everything. So we're going to stick to the traditional way I have been doing it. And maybe sometime in the future, you know me, like I said, I will do it that way. I just don't feel like messing with it now. And also trying to keep this simple for you guys. But let me go ahead and strain this. I'm kind of one-handed at the moment. So let me go ahead and do this. Strain. And I think I'm going to do something else with these fruits. But anyway, it has been strained. Got a nice orange looking juice right here, as you guys can see. We have about 80 ounces worth of juice, which is good, and it's probably a lot more volume added because of the fruit and also the sugar that we added in here. Now we're going to go ahead and top this up to our gallon. That's with the water that we have left. And as you guys can see by the color, when this gets finished, it's going to probably be a really beautiful light peach looking wine or whatever. Added a little bit more over the 128 fluid ounce mark, just so when we rack, hopefully we can get some more what you want to say, some more wine out of this, and we don't lose too much when racking. And sorry if you hear the water up in the background, it's because I'm rinsing the spoon off so we can get this all stirred up. But we'll go ahead and give this a good stir, and we're gonna go ahead and get our hydrometer meter reading, should I say. And I think I'm gonna get us a little taste. I always love tasting my wines. They kind of give you a clue or idea of what the finished product is gonna be like, especially if you go ahead and add some back sweetening in when you're finished with the fermentation process itself. Oh Lord. Ooh, that tastes like a nice persimmon juice. tastes real good, guys. So I think this one is gonna turn out to be a beautiful fruit country wine. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get our hydrometer reading, and I'm gonna let you guys know what it is, and we go get on with the rest of this process. So guys, we are coming in at about alright, once again, I don't know if you can see it, but that's 1.070, which is perfect. So now we are going to pretty much the last and final step of this process, and we'll be done with this video. Alright guys, so it's about that time. We are at the end of the video, and as you see, we have our 1/4 teaspoon of RC 212 yeast. So we'll go ahead and sprinkle that to our bucket. And as you guys see, as always, there's enough space up in the bucket if we did wanted to add the fruit, or if you guys wanted to add the fruit. Usually these buckets come up in 2 gallons, so it'll be enough room to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and put our lid on, and I want to try to get this a certain way or whatever. So we got the lid on, and that's it. That's a wrap. So what was I thinking about doing with the fruit? So they had a couple things that went on up in this video. I had to get some lemon zest to have some spare lemon zest lying around, so when I need to do other brews or whatever like that. So I zested 3 pounds of lemons to get that lemon zest. And the juice that I got from those lemons, I am going to take that and make a lemonade. But guess what? Guess what else I'm going to add? Something that you probably never thought before. Some persimmons. So guys, I am going to end up making a persimmon lemonade. And no, I don't think you guys ever heard of that. It'll be your first time, and you guys can wind up making it yourself. So just a quick recipe on top of this. The juice from the lemonade, from the lemons, I'm sorry, is gonna probably be about 16, 20, 21 ounces or whatever. You're gonna add that to just roughly about a gallon of water. And before you do that, I'm sorry, I'm thinking ahead of time. Before you do that, you're gonna take that gallon of water, take your persimmons and boil them down again to extract more flavor. Because guys, these persimmons still have more flavor in them. Like I tell you guys, sometimes your fruits still have the flavor left up in them, so you can use them when you ferment, doing your actual fermentation. But you guys have seen that on many videos, and I don't want to bore you or whatever, so I'm just trying to make this quick or whatever. But like I said, you can take these guys, boil them up in a gallon of water, take that water and mix it with the lemon juice, and there you go, you got persimmon lemonade. If you wanted to take a couple of these and put on the side to put up in the lemonade when it's done, you can make it festive or whatever. You can have a fall style lemonade in the fall. But anyways, I'm done with this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Guys, right now we are knocking on the door at 500 subscribers, so please, if you don't mind, and if you like your boy, you enjoy the content, please leave a like, please share, and last but not least, please make sure you subscribe. Let's hit that 500 mark before the end of this year, before we finish off 2023, because once again, as always, I got a lot of plans lined up and I got a lot of goodies lined up. So check to see what's going on at Dr. The Bay. All right, guys, love you. See you later.